Hello folks, Rever here, back with another episode of Gifts of the Caucasus, and I am standing down here at the shop next to my T8, I forget what they call it, the tractor with the tracks, the big one, 400 horsepower one, because, and it has the dolly attached to it, I wanted to purchase something, but even before I did that, I'd like to give you a little update as to what has been going on since I last left you. Come look at the fields here. As you can see, everything has been cut and or planted. There's our 3 grass fields. I've been pretty consistently cutting those. And here is our crop fields. Two things I think happened since the last episode, though I've kind of mentioned this. I decided to plant some corn in field number 19. Kind of hard to see the number there. And I planted barley all the way around those trees that we planted in the last episode. And then I planted some more wheat in field number 16. It's been, I think, a couple episodes since we planted sunflowers in the 3 combined fields. So, in any event, that's kind of what happened there. And I will show you something else. Let me see. I think we can go to Control 1, maybe? Yes. Got this guy sitting down here now. What I decided to do was put a placeable heat next to my thing. It's been a few times that I didn't cut the fields because I was waiting for a bunker to be open. As you can, let's see, can we climb on this? Yeah. A little lag there. So you can see I have 3 full bunkers, or actually they're not even totally full, which was another thing that, I was closing bunkers off before they were full. And then, so I figured this, anytime you have a process that runs inconsistently and then you have another consistent process after it, it's good to have a buffer. So this is going to provide a buffer. You can see I have, almost 200,000, 195,000. That's a good amount of chaff that I wouldn't otherwise have. So in order to maximize the capacity of that, so it's good. Between the fields the big difference from the beginning of the game is when I harvest the chaff off of the fields. See, I also brought the fuel tank out here, and I have a little wash station, so I'm creating a bit of a mini silage thing. The main reason I brought the fuel tank here was to refill the harvester. It's not a problem for the Lieber who's loading the silage to come in here and fill up right down here too. So, and I probably could just drive down to the gas station, which is across the way, but I'm usually right here. I go past this intersection an awful lot at this point. So there you go. I think that was about it. I might remember something else I'm forgetting, but the main thing that I wanted to do in this episode is purchase a trailer. You may have already seen that I put up a video that included these cool pack mods. Wait, now I'm not seeing. There's the Aldi one. I'm not sure. Didn't seem to appear there for a second. So anyway, if you remember, if you haven't watched that video, you might want to. I actually went ahead and added the flour. So see how we now have bran flour and wheat flour, but if I click on, well, it seems to be on all of them. So I'm not sure. I'm not a modder of this game at all. I do program computers for a living, but so I have enough confidence to go in there and edit a file. And if you watch the video, I'll explain some of that kind of stuff, but really just went in there and changed the names of 2 of the products that it already had to say wheat flour maize flour and rye flour. And we don't have those other crops on this particular map, so this should work out just fine. But in any event, I want to buy this Schmidt's Cool Aldi version. Aldi it's a supermarket I've seen in the United States. I don't think we have a ton of them, but I have seen them and heard of them. They may be under a different name. Sometimes these companies change their name or get bought by somebody else. So let's go ahead and buy that. And get out of there. And let's jump on back down to here. Now, there's a couple reasons I'm using this at this moment. I want to try it out. When I tried to do this with the agro tractor there, like the trailer was very close, like where the 5-point hitch attached. Jeez. I have to change my view. Alright, this is a test. Anytime you have a short trailer, it's harder to back up than a long trailer. Ooh, that wasn't so bad, was it? There we go. Almost like I knew what I was doing. See, like even with this one, here, let me come this way and back up. There you go. See, it's pretty close, and when it was on that trailer, like every time I went over a hill, it stopped the trailer and the tractor from turning, from the truck. So I wanted to just see if I did better with this over the hills. And the reason for all of this, besides obviously selling stuff in this thing, is I want to go after the grain mill, as far as like trying to keep them fairly well stocked. I don't think I want to sell them any wheat and corn at this moment, just because it's, for now I'll just see what happens if I keep it up. But I will sell them 50,000 rye, and I'm going to try to keep the trailer under that amount, just so that I can then pick up a load and drive them someplace. I've been writing down just a couple times so far where things get sold. So the only place to sell bran is at the garden center, and that you can see is full. I'm wondering if they, I'm thinking here that what I'm going to need to do is buy some pigs and beef from them, and will they start using bran? It seems like, is that a backup there? Now, I'm not sure what happens when I don't affect the economy. I've kind of been looking, but not really paying enough attention. So this is going to be me starting to pay attention. Another place we can sell it is the Mega. There's wheat flour, maize flour, and rye flour. The prices are up a little bit. They all went up very similar, so just like in the regular game, when one goes up, the other ones go up, which leads me to believe that it's a multiplier on some base number, like it is in the other game. In other words, it's if the base price is 100. Very well done. See what I mean? This trailer turns wonky. So I'm going to head over back to the farm while we're talking about all of this. So we have the Mega, and then the other place will be the railroad station. Let's see, 603, 400. Now at this point, we'll see. Sorry, I was worried about my lag that I was getting. I don't know if it's getting worse on this map if I just start parking some stuff in those bays. I did just do a graphics driver. But yeah, when this trailer goes around a turn, I need to stop right here. I have the UAZ running, getting some more seeds. There we go. Check 15,000, so we got some extra fields that may send it. Let me get them to the top of this hill. It's a reasonable place to see that. Well, I don't understand. This trailer doesn't turn very well. Alright, let's jump over real quick to this guy. Just hit continue. We'll send him up for one more round of seeds. The question mark kind of, why can't I continue? There we go. Let's bring my question mark back up. Alright, there we go. So he's getting seeds. Let's go back to grain mill. Let's switch tractors. Yeah, so I'm almost wiped out here. Change my view slightly. Yeah, so I'm trying to find a good stable loading, but these trucks should be. Why do I have a DHL truck? Didn't even notice till now, which is kind of sad in its own right. Well, let's see if the DHL truck. I plan on getting some rye flour. I planned on selling the rye flour. Well, let's go buy something first. Let's buy some wheat flour. See that? As soon as I went over that hump, this is actually worse than it was with the tractor trailer. I'm going to go get him involved. Let's see. Wheat flour worked by default, so let's go see where we would sell some wheat flour to. Like I said. Now, the other thing I've been doing is I have been writing this down. So we have the choice of the bakery. Wheat flour is 603, but they're only buying 23,000. Let's go here. And this is the railroad station. Wheat flour 604, and they would buy plenty of it. And Mega wheat flour 614, but they would only buy 29,000. And then, what was the last one? Did I say Mega? Well, the Garden Center, but they don't buy wheat. So really, it's looking like we should take a load down to the railroad station. Not paying the highest price by far, but, you know, again, this is partially just to sort of see what happens when I start getting involved with the economy. So, let's see if we open our doors. Yep, it's filling, which we didn't really doubt. And I did notice too that if you don't have the money to fully buy everything, then it just cuts you off at whatever amount you have money for. So I waited deliberately until we had enough. Alright, so we might as well shut the back doors and take a run down there. I'm not going to worry about course playing this for now. Probably do that off camera. Go to the 3 different locations, and like I said, I did want to sell some rye, which we may have a different. You see that? Look, I mean, I didn't even turn. I was just going straight, just yanking me off course like that. So I would not recommend using this situation when I get down to the railroad. If you remember, the agro tractor was truck was down the tractor trailer. So we'll just be real careful till we get there. Again, yeah, I don't know why this is DHL. I think the next round we'll go see what happens when we try to buy some rye, because see, I turned, but so slightly, and now I'm going to get jammed up. That's no good. Just trying to get him down without crashing. I have a lot of extra money to be wasted. I should have noted how much money I had. Let's go to factories, grain mill. So I am assuming we bought this wheat flour at $5.94 for 60,000. That's crazy. I mean, I'm just driving straight. It's just going wonky. be a shame because this trailer can haul all of our stuff, you know. Ah, and I went past the entrance. I think I can come in this one. I'm just going to park this right here. Let's go get this other truck. It wasn't great. I thought it was, well, I didn't think it was that bad. But that's the vehicle, this one. And we'll just leave that trailer there. We'll clean up our mess after we get done recording. Must have more seeds because our money went down by Caucasus. And that should be the last round of seeds I'll buy. Up our fertilizer. So we're ready to go. We should have a harvest coming fairly soon. Sunflower. I'm kind of curious to see. Need to buy a corn header for that field 19. I want to see if I can do the sunflowers with the corn header. Not sure I want to be committed to that old tractor and that old header. But I imagine I could even put the. This is clean. So very good. It's good. Any truck that may haul, it's good to clean when you get done with it. So eject you. That was right here. I think I sold it last time. See that? Look, he just went off to the right. Yep. See, I'm gonna have to work this out. Maybe even go over to back to my test map. Oh, hello, crops. There we go. So at least we made it and we're selling stuff. There we go. So now, you know, we could probably do that again. Now we have $40,000. So the difference in price, let's see what the railroad station wheat, 604, and they were selling it for 10. So I made $6,000, which really isn't that bad, you know. I mean, for now that I have the bigger tractor. Let's see if this one does any better on the trip, and then I'm running out of time in real life. See, this is just, the road bends just a bit too much. This thing just doesn't work very well. I'm not sure. I certainly don't want to buy another truck just to do this at this point. That's right, we're not going to sell any. Let's see if we can. This is better. It's not free. That loop wouldn't go around with me. So let's see if we get some rye flour. Who would buy some rye flour from us? Bakery. We'll buy 40,000. Yeah, see, that's not. I went slower, maybe. At least it made it up over that turn without going cockeyed. Let's go to shops. Omega would buy only 22,000. Yeah, so I'm not sure. Just not sure about this. Let's go here. Yep, so that should be careful. And this is definitely better than the tractor and dolly was. So how about the railroad station? The railroad station, where is it? Rye flour, we decided. Yeah, they would buy plenty of rye flour. So let's see if we can't fill this guy up with rye flour. Nope. But you guys saw it. I selected the Aldi, and somehow I got this DHL truck. I thought maybe I messed up. It would be the first time in my life I messed up. Did I just select the wrong thing and think I was selecting the right thing? I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to fix my mistake. Let's go see what I can sell this truck for. Because in the video you guys saw what I did. And I bought the Aldi before. I think I might. There's a good chance if I go back and watch the video, I just bought the wrong darn one by accident. But let's see. Let's see how we do around this turn. That's full speed. Yeah, see this is going to be the way to go. This is a jackknife. Which is a bit of a shame because I got enough field tractors at this point. I wonder if I can't buy another truck that is more suited to this. See how close that is right there? I think it's just the collision of the boxes. See how it just brings that whole truck off the ground. It doesn't let the truck go down. There's not enough room for the truck to go down. It hits the top, the bottom of the trailer. Yeah, I may have to come back after I wait a few minutes, and I guess I could go edit the DHL thing. Let's go see how much we sell this guy for. Hopefully we'll have the 96 or so grams. That turn went well. Here's where my American Truck Simulator experience comes in. That went even better than I expected there. Alright, let's go sell this guy. Yeah, look at that. So we do have enough. Let's just make sure. Yeah, look, I have that. That was left selected. All right, so there's no doubt Aldi is selected. There. Perfect. All right, see, I meant to do that. This is a demo of how you do have to add that other XML if you want the DHL truck. Let's head back up there real quick. Yeah, well, it's early in the morning in real life. Hopefully that was my mistake in the morning. You see, this truck, there was a slight delay in turning, but it's not like the other one where it's all out of shape quite as bad. As we reached waiting. Yeah, so that's. I don't know if you guys can see what's happening there, but every time I come up over one of these humps, the truck goes up in the air. Yeah, of course, I'm ready to show you. A little hard to see on that one. Well, anyway, trust me, it is coming up in the air. If you rewind, you can see it when I was going downhill. Come up here and show you guys that I can buy this stuff and take a trip down to the railroad. And I still didn't go to the farm and sell these guys up there. But I will. I'm not sure how much driving back and forth. So it gets into a grind here. Probably check the length of the episode and then come back once I've settled, met its demand to the degree I wanted to. Alright, so let's make sure this is going to work. So now we're going to hit R, rye flour, and there you go. So see how that's loading, and that's because we changed that. If you went in and changed that name like I did in the other video I recorded a couple days ago. Is that it? Oh, I don't have enough money. So there you go. There's a good demo of if you don't have the money to purchase it. So I'm not sure. Can I offload this stuff? Let's just see real quick. And the reason I asked that is I'm kind of curious if if you don't sell it, you would think you'd have to have a place to offload. Proud of my last back. See, they don't buy it here, do they? That's alright, we can just wait till we have a bit more money. And like I said, I have to get going in real life. So we'll just park this guy right here for now. Let's see, what is that other area? Probably for selling something. Well, yeah, brand filling. So that stuff would go over to the garden center as our only option. All right, well, we'll keep at this. I'll keep selling and making silage, and probably be back before too much of that work's done. It shouldn't take me overly long to, get this stuff sold. If we come back to here. Yeah, so the big thing about selling some of the stuff was to make room for him to keep producing. Will we buy more of this stuff if he has room to produce? All right, well, let me take care of this running around, and I'll wait for the money to go up so that I can, just simply buy the stuff to take down there. Fixing this truck up, sort of. And then you can see how without the edit, that wouldn't have loaded this stuff. But with the edit, we got a little bit of rye flour in there. All right, I'll be back in a second. Oh, back again, and I am just done selling from the grain mill the different products that they had. And I would have to say this: it's might be a little bit better in not hard mode, but we really don't make too much money. Kind of one of those better than a sharp stick in the eye kind of things, but certainly not as much money as selling silage is, that's for sure. I can kind of show you what I mean. If we look at the rye flour, I kind of looked around, and then if we go to the shops, and the port ended up being the best one. Hopefully you guys can see this, but I'm sorry, wheat flour had the port. That's right, rye flour. I sold mostly to the bakery and the railroad station were the same, I think. Rye flour is $6.54. So, when I bought it for $6.24, that's $30 per ton. There's 40 tons on this tractor trailer. So that's a whooping total of $1,200. Which again is, not the end of the world. You can make a few $1,000s an hour. Depends on how far you're running. It takes a little while to get down to the port if you're selling things. But, for example, this maize flour, if I come over to the bakery, it's selling for $20 difference. So there's $390 you would buy it for. It's selling for $420. Wheat flour, $5.96. Come back. $5.86. That's $10 a ton. So you're really, almost lucky with this on hard mode to make, $1,000 a load. So yeah, I think until I own it, I wouldn't make a big habit of just transporting stuff. I mean, if you were really into that. The other thing to say is this trailer, question mark thing so I can spin. This trailer, the wheels are too far forward. Or it's just not weighted right. I imagine a better modder than me could do this, but it lifts this truck off the air. I tried the regular truck on my test map, and it didn't do any better, but it's controllable, but it's just not really well done. For me, it just gets pretty aggravated. A course played at a course, and it was just crazy. I mean, you'd have to go so slow. So for the moment, I'll keep it just because I'm conducting an experiment. But if I want to be driving stuff around town, I'm either going to have to learn how to mod this one or find another trailer. And I have my little video on changing a fill point. And I guess I can attempt to find another trailer and then add the fill points of onions and stuff like this. But yeah, how this gets us 5-star rating, I just question. It's just really not that good. I mean, again, it's just not balanced right. The wheels are too far forward. Again, I don't know how the modding works 100%. So sorry if you're the modder, but I'll probably end up getting rid of it. I kind of show you what I mean if I turn around here. So this is right where I have the biggest problem. But if I come here, let me come off to the side here. Just, really. Look, I'm going 30 miles. Look how far it comes off the ground. Even here, it's a little harder to see that. But you can really see when I came off that one hill. And I'm not fast enough to... And this trailer's empty. When you fill it up, it gets even worse. It's not too bad. So when I was driving it around, I really was more worried about the fill types than a true test drive. There you go. If you wanted a little bit of a mod review, I would say, you could use it, but certainly, I'd give it a 2. And the only reason I'd give it a 2 is because he bothered to put in all the scripts. But it just really just doesn't work that well. Anyway, so I'll leave that guy there for a minute. Let me come down. So what I did do, by the way, since you saw, I sold some more wood chips. I used this guy, and I figured knew he was down here. Speaking of wood chips, I wanted to show you what I did in the field now that it's daylight. Really didn't get done talking about the grain mill, but it's not a strategy. That's why we're going over there. So I sold a few more bits of rye to them. I didn't sell any wheat or corn. Come look at what I have in the warehouses. I don't really have that much wheat to sell them. I don't really have that much corn anyway. I just as soon get another mission done if it comes up. But I had plenty of rye to sell, so I got some more barley in this field here. Let's see how my trees are doing. Well, I'd have to say they're not doing anything. When I was doing this, it seemed, in retrospect, a little bit dumb to put these trees in the middle of the field. It's all a big experiment, but probably would, maybe shove them over to the other side there. But there is something that I wanted to do, and that was to go get some more trees. Let's attach this guy here. And I guess I'm better off turning around. Sorry, don't make you seasick. But I'm going to make a barrier. So if you guys give me 1 second, I'm going to go up to the garden store while it's still open. By the way, there's no crops to plant, so I'm just sort of... Did I miss it? I'll head up to the shop and I'll be back as soon as I get done buying some more trees. Well guys, just back from store. I said shop, but garden center. You might know that already. So what I want to do at this point is just drop off one of these guys. So I guess that was that one. Let's get this thing out. Oops, get this thing out of the way a little bit. That's not what I want to do. Drop the whole thing. Yeah, I'll get it. There we go. Right, now I'll drop the whole lower that one. It's just too much for my little brain. Too many options. Not a big options kind of guy. Just tell me what's for dinner and I'm usually happier than heck about it. Especially if I didn't have to make it myself. Alright, so what I want to do is just build myself a barrier. It's very graceful. Let's get lined up. We'll get a lot closer. Can I refill from here? Yes, I can. Alright, so let's head over to the other side of the field. Now, this thing's going to plant like 10 away. I don't think I have any control over that, do I? See, it's really not. Show mouse cursor, hide mouse cursor. Yeah, I think there's no adjustment on how far apart these things go. But I never did this before, but I was thinking about it since I already got trees in this field. I'm usually not one to plant trees near a field. I don't have a big issue right around here. Nobody's going to fall off the cliff. I'll get rid of this guy too. Yeah, you know what? Let's see if that line, no, it's not going to line up. But see, like starting here, if I go to course play this course, I'm thinking there's no way guys aren't going to fall off. But I might be able to build like a tree barricade. You know, just give it a shot here. So what do we do? VB. Yeah, we're running. Right, so like there's a tree. You know, you can run these things over when you first start. So I forgot, like, why is this guy doing that? Another one. Go off the cliff yourself. And you should be out of the way enough for doing the course play. I can always do a headland or two. I wondered if I couldn't build a barricade to keep. You know, let's see if we can't get on the plant. Earhead. Are you kidding me? Just let the earhead stop the whole tractor. Real life it would just rip the trees coming too close to the other one. Can't see around them. Yeah, I'm not too worried if he goes off down there. I think I can most likely get him out. Well, depending on tractor's chasing. Put another one for me. I want to plant one in the road there. Well, we got what we got. So how many did that take up? Looks like we still got more than half. So let's see. Can we see our last tree that we planted? Oh, there he is. I don't know if you can see him, but he's like right in front of the tractor now. So, like I said, you can run them over while they're little. Does it start right away? Things are so hard to say. They should plant them with a little red flag. Ah, look, he's planted right next to the other one. Why is he doing that? So let's plant here that one. Ooh, that was close. There you go, planted right there. That's beautiful. I don't know what happens if two trees are close to each other. There's another one. There's another one. That's good. Different spacing will be good. You know, if I don't like them, I can always tear them back down. I guess I'll have to get a license since they're not in the field. Can't really see where the ones are ahead of me. They don't have to be in the same row. There goes one. Yeah, they're pretty close to each other right here. Hopefully we'll get another one staggered. So I figure what'll happen is if the guy goes to course play, he gets hung up on every freaking tree in the world anyway, so right? Makes sense? Be like a wall of trees. So I'll go get another round. And they only cost like 20 bucks a pop, so it's not like... I guess I could have bought the trailer closer. Yeah, there's our barley field. Do talk about, so we got the grain mill where I paid down, I wrote down some numbers, and I can say this, that it seems to me that all of the numbers change the same. So it almost certainly seems like some kind of multiplier is involved. So it's almost like they're taking the regular number that the regular number that you get now. Like if you were selling crops on the regular map without this economy. So in other words, there was absolutely no difference between, there might have been a slight difference, but one went up, they all went up. One went down, they all went down. Just like with regular non-modded farm sim. So my conclusion is that this economy is not overly complicated. Now I want to see, at least it's not as far as the pricing goes. Alright, so there's the first tree. There's another tree right in front of him. So here's the first tree. If I just come up a little bit, there should be a tree like right in the tractor. Is there? Yes. So I'm going to see, let's go a little bit further. Not sure how this really works as far as anything goes, but plant tree. Keep going back and forth with the plant tree. I really just want to plant a tree right there, buddy. No, you just don't want to plant a tree for me. See, I'll put them right down near this one and I'll plant a tree too close. Plant a tree. Plant a tree. Oh, did you plant a tree? Yeah, you might have planted a tree. I just can't even see the darn trees. Alright, well, we'll go with it. Wherever they land up, they land up. Ah, see, that was right next to that. Not really want to be too close to each other. Maybe what I should do is, see, there's plant them right next to the other. Why is that? Some goofy coding. You can't just plant where I tell you to. Let's back up a little bit and try it again. Why are you planting them right next to there? There's no way he's lined up the same exact way each time. I'm starting in different positions, so it wants to plant. Maybe I'll come up here and plant a tree. Come on, do it now. Now. You're just going to plant them right next to the other one, aren't you? Come on. Not right there. just in the wrong spots. That wasn't a bad spot. I don't know if that was good. Alright, well, let's see what comes of this. I think I'll try to hit. That's fine. Stop, buddy, stop. Alright, so let's just see if I can't come here, get lucky, and there doesn't seem to be a science to this at this moment. Not for me, at least. Guess they're not right on top of each other. Just cause the game to crash when they grow, because they all grow together. Yeah, this guy's, he's not doing as bad this time. Yeah, I wonder what triggers them to tell him. There you go. So I think... So now let's just do one more. Since we got them in here, like I said, they're about $1 a piece. If you want to do something right, if you're going to do something, you might as well do it right. Not like I want a pallet sitting around with 4 trees on it. Mess up a little 3-tree plant. Yeah, this one's a good one. I think we'll kind of get the space in between. There's a deer in the front yard. Haven't seen one in a while. Usually see a bunch of the buggers. I'm not a hunter myself. Deer just eat everything. Well, that's not true. They don't eat holly bushes. They don't eat white pines. They don't eat blue spruce. My saying around the house is, if it doesn't live with deer, it doesn't live here. I thought that was clever. But as far as trees go, like, get advice from people. Oh, you should do this. I'm like, I ain't doing anything. I ain't fighting with deer the rest of my life. If that tree doesn't want to, if the deer want to eat it, let them have at it. I won't plant another one up. There are enough different kinds of plants that either lose their leaves early enough or something to keep the deer away from them. Alright, so let's drop. Oh, this isn't going to work. So let's drop this guy like this. Let's put on the GPS, which we really don't need the GPS flashing. Alright, well there we go. So we planted a little bit of a tree barricade. We'll see how that works out. We'll go get this guy hooked back together. Alright, so he's trying to lift them. He's just... I need to do this. Turn the wrong way. Give it to me. No. This time. Right, so now lower that guy. Lower that guy. Attach the whole thing. Hey, look, I did pretty good. I did pretty well. I'm sorry. Get the course play in my face. And get this wagon off the field. This. Scared of it. That's not going to work. let's get this guy back up here. I think I'm going to take him up to the main farm. Got our tree barricade. We got the grain mill settled. We'll take a look. We'll keep an eye on that over the next days and just kind of see what happens with the numbers. And I'm kind of curious to see if, you know, how much it goes down tonight. Might do that for a day or two, or just let him starve of products and see what happens. He's obviously getting stuff from someplace, I'm assuming, but I really don't know. So I just want to see, does he get stuff anyway? Does he count on me to supply him? Does the pricing change? You know, how does the pricing change? It hasn't changed very much, though I did see it go up and down, you know, $40 or something in general. We can, let's go purchase that, so that way I don't have to come back just to purchase the header. I probably will come back anyway. Decide now, and I can have it all ready for the sunflower harvest. Might be a good start to the next episode. By then I will be ready to cut grass, I'm sure, again. The crops did grow another round while I was doing something, maybe even while we were together. Haven't spent that much time doing other things. So these are at the third stage there. This one's, well, really it's the second stage after planting. This is the third stage. So this sunflowers will be ready. And this is corn, so I need to get a corn header in anyway. So I'm thinking, let me go see what corn or sunflower or corn headers we may have. And what I would look for, like on other maps, I know, you know, this will probably be fine. I don't know. This will be kind of big. This is for the biggest one. This is not bad, but then this one I think folds up nicely. So I think I'm going to go with this one. It's the same working width. It says CR90, but I'm pretty sure I've bought it in the past and it fits on both of them. So we'll go ahead and buy that. And we will go to our harvester, which is down this way anyhow. And we'll make sure that works. And like I said, we'll be ready for grass to grow again if it does. And we'll be ready to harvest some sunflowers. After the sunflowers get done, looking at my totals here, I don't know. I don't have many wood chips, but you can't grow them. I could purchase another license as a possibility. I was mostly going to plant corn, potatoes, corn, sunflower, carrots, onions. I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I think I have 4 fields, and I feel like I want to get ahead of the wheat, corn, and rye. So I want to make sure I have enough. So remember, half the reason for doing this is understanding, you know, how much field do I need to keep the grain mill supplied all the time. So, you know, we sold a little bit of the rye. Now, you know, I'd like to probably get this field. What do I have already? Corn and wheat and barley. So I'll probably plant this field in rye when I get done. Oops, got the question mark on. If you don't know what I mean by that, it's like when you hit the question mark so you can use your mouse on this guy, you can't adjust your camera. So I hit the slash or question mark again, and then I can move around. Yeah, so this guy seems to work fine. I like the fact that he folds up. You know, he's a better header. I don't think that other one folds. I'm not real sure, but I know this one does. So, yeah, so I think I'll leave this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I I should be back fairly shortly. I'll let you know how it goes with this header on the sunflowers. In the meantime, I'll figure out something to do. I was not selling silage right now, so hopefully that goes. And I see my UAZ has been stopped over there for a while. How are we doing on seeds and such? So I need to get some more fertilizer. So I'll go up and buy more fertilizer. Yeah, I'll come back when it comes to harvesting the sunflowers, and let's see if this header works on it. There's my other header right up ahead, all ready to go on those other fields. As we get more money, I think overload wagon, the one that runs to the field and then loads into the, to just do some chasing, loads into a tractor trailer, and they set that up. I'll still probably do the chasing, but I'll have the tractor trailer run the course. And I won't be using that Aldi trailer. Well, anyway, I was saying goodbye. And then my buddy did that 4 times yesterday. I said goodbye. Anyhow, I will talk to you in a little while. Have a good night. Take care.